Morning. My name is Fran Farese. On May 20th, 2007, my partner and I exchanged vows in front of family and friends with the New York City skyline in the background. We entered into a civil union. I remember being so very proud that our beautiful state was one of the very first to truly, truly protect us. I quickly learned, though, that a civil union was not at all what it was cracked up to be, not at all what was promised. At first, it was a mild annoyance. Financial, legal, and medical forms did not have a box for civil union. I made a point of always drawing a box, writing in civil union, and proudly checking my box. Sadly, almost 5 years later, I'm still drawing boxes. But that's a minor inconvenience, right? A silly little problem, an annoying reminder that office managers just hadn't caught on to the new law yet. Didn't understand this new, separate but equal experiment. Give it time, be patient. But I can't wait anymore. I'm tired of being patient, tired of pretending that separate but equal works, because it doesn't. Civil unions don't work. In January 2009, my partner and I went to the hospital. For a good reason. The happiest of reasons. I was 7 months pregnant. As instructed by our doctor, we were there to pre-register. The big day was quickly approaching. We needed to fill out the forms so that I wouldn't have to do it when I was in labor. We sat down in front of a clerk, ready to fill out our paperwork. I was ready to draw in my little boxes. This time, happy boxes. I was elated, excited, and so very hopeful. I wasn't going to let outdated forms and ignorance of the law burst my bubble. A minor inconvenience in the grand scheme of life, right? We were having a baby, a little boy, to complete our family. Well, this time it wasn't a minor inconvenience. This time it was humiliating. It started out simply enough. As usual, there was no box for civil union on any of the forms. Been there, done that. We tried to educate yet another person that civil unions were the same as marriage, that the two were legally synonymous. I might as well have been talking to a wall. Nearly 2 years after civil unions were enacted, I was informed not only did their forms not have a civil union box, but their computers didn't have one either. The clerk explained, contentedly, if not smugly, that because I was not married, she would have to mark me down as single. Okay, I smiled politely and tried to make the best of it. A minor inconvenience, right? But it got worse from there, much worse. The clerk flat out refused to accept a copy of our civil union, even as a legitimate legal replacement for a medical power of attorney. The simple fact that we had brought a copy of our civil union with us, prepared to hand it over, prepared to educate yet another person on the rights we supposedly had, was insulting enough. But we had learned our lesson over the years. Show your proof, draw your boxes, and hope you have educated someone for the next gay couple to come along. This time was different, though. This clerk refused to accept our civil union as affording us any rights. Refused to call over a supervisor to help solve our impasse. Demanded we provide a medical power of attorney if I wanted my partner of 7 years to be able to make a decision if something went wrong.
Madam Chairman, she's ceding her time.
She's 1 more minute left.
Okay. To be in the room with me as I gave birth or to even see our son. All the while, a very nice, straight couple from our birthing class sat at the next clerk over, pre-registering themselves for their big day. They only had to say they were married. They didn't have to show a marriage certificate. They didn't have to have a power of attorney. They were just married. There was a box for them. As we walked out, I took my partner's hand and said, I can only hope that someday our son never has to live in a world with separate but equal. Because separate but equal doesn't work. Our son is now almost 3. He is the light of our world. I am not here for me. I am not here for my partner. If it weren't for our son, I'd keep drawing boxes for the rest of my life, patiently waiting. I am here for Michael, for a little boy with a mommy and a mama, a little boy who loves to play hide and seek, a little boy whose laugh is infectious, a little boy who deserves to grow up in a world where there truly is equality for all. As parents, We always encourage our children to never ever let anyone else define them, to be themselves, to be different, to stand out, to think outside of the box. The irony is, I sit here before you, imploring you to put me into the box. Define me. Let me check off that little box that says married. That little box would mean the world to me and to my family.
Thank you.